Hi, I'm Dave Mirra, and welcome to the BMX Super Tour. I'm Dennis McCoy, and I've come along to celebrate, negotiate, and occasionally pontificate.
My name's Kip Williamson. I'm an MC on the tour, and I came along to have a good time.
G'day, I'm Colin McKay. I'm from the land down under.
Hi, I'm Ryan Nyquist, and I'm here to fix my bike and laugh a lot.
My name's Mike Laird. I'm here to do a bunch of Barstool Foofa news.
Hey, what's up? My name's Aaron Cook. I'm one of the MCs out here. Gonna have some fun.
My name's Rob Darden. I'm on this trip to slide everywhere. My name's Rob Darden. I'm on this trip to have a good time and slide all the rails.
Hi, I'm Bruce Christman, and I'm here to keep these guys in line.
Hi, I'm Dave Mirra, and this is the whole tour. Just another hotel on the road.
Let me help you with that.
I'm glad I took the time to innovate all these bar spin variations so Ryan could take it to the bank.
Or actually, what he meant, instead of the bank, it's just take it to the next level.
We rolled up to the Encinitas YMCA Park. They kind of let us roll in there for a little while in the session, and we were all getting our bikes out, and I pulled mine out, and I had a flat, and, it was just like, nobody had a pump. And actually, well, Laird had this small little hand pump thing, and geez, I don't know if anybody's ever tried to pump the top with that thing, but it stinks.
It's the homemade pump right there. How many pounds can you get in there? 2?
I was more tired after doing that than I was after I got done riding.
Dennis was trying to do this really huge bubica that was like a 3 or 4 foot tall little quarter pipe, and it had to be 9-10 feet back. And he ended up launching his bike over the rail a few times.
For me, I sized something up right off the bat that I wanted to try, and I got really interested in trying this big a bubica, and then just decided, okay, let's go ahead and try it, get out of the way now. It was a complete dismal failure. My bike flew over the top, bent my wheel. This was the first day riding that wheel. I bent another wheel in Texas. I switched this out. So I've ruined a couple wheels in a short time span, which is a drag because they're a real pain to lace up. See, the way I see it is at least I'm being consistent. If I'm gonna throw my bike over the top, let's do it every time.
Get it, Mikey.
What? I'm gonna do it. Sure, he's ready. He rose right.
There was a 20-stair handrail that Mirra right off the bat fired it out like it was nothing.
I'm psyched on that rail. I'm really psyched on that rail. Just because it's a big rail and I did a first try, I'm psyched. I'm amped.
Wake me up this morning and take me down to the corner, place where we pour and shake where we time, and that's when I decide to stay here.
One thing I was stoked on was just this kind of high-speed hang 5 up. You had to go up, speed jump up this little ramp, and then hit this other tranny, and then hang 5 down this little escalator, and then off a drop-off. And then just a little nose wheelie to revert, nose wheelie to 360, things on the little tiny pyramid / tranny box. That was pretty fun. There were so many other things I wanted to try that I just didn't get to.
Dave Mirra kept going for this big transfer. It was a pretty weird line trying to land inside the bowl, and the last attempt, he kept getting closer and closer. He actually clipped half his body, the bike, everything, and he's lucky that he didn't get hurt pretty seriously because he ended up hitting pretty hard, but it shows he knows how to take a hit. So luckily for him, he could shake it off and continue on.
Let's go. We gotta get out of here.
It was a crazy crash.
Too many cameras to get on Deigo.
Right there, Nike.
What?
Did it. First trick.
What's that?
Rail.
I can't see. There's just so many cameras here. You did the whole rail?
Yep. Set up first trick, first 5 minutes. Stunt down, dude. That's a big rail.
I came out here to ride the dirt jumps at Encinitas Park here, and I ran out here as quick as I could with my bike, and no one followed me over. I don't know why. I just had a session by myself. So, solo session on the Dave Mirra Super Tour.
My personal favorite line of the whole park was from the RV into the park, and then from the park back to the RV. Fixed my tire, went straight to the park, and then straight back, and it was clean. I mean, one of the cleanest things I did that day.
Request backup units.
Where you headed?
Police business! Back off!
You got it!
If I split my pants!
Ow, dude, you don't need change for collect calls. Just dial it on the center with 1-800-CALLATT. It's free for you and cheap for them.
Hey, buddy. This is my show.
Frisk me, cuff me, call me Shirley.
Save big bucks on every call. Just dial 1-800-CALL-ATT for collect calls.
Dr. Kravitz?
Let's lose that appendix.
Mother, I'm home! I'm a big, big spicy butterfly! I gotta get out of here!
Never do a Slim Jim!
Eat me!
This is Dave Mirra. Leave a message.
Yeah, Mirra, you ain't nothing, man. I'm playing your video game and I just smacked you something silly, yo. You got tricks? I know your tricks. You think you can reach a higher level? You ain't got the spleen to take me. You ride tough parks? Wait till you break off a piece of what I'm building. You hear me, Mirra? You better cash in one of those miracles, boy, because I'm coming over and I'm gonna kick your... Dave Mirra, Freestyle BMX 2, rated T for teen, from Acclaim Max Sports. Aight?
You know, ideas and inventions come from people in all walks of life. Do you have an idea for a new product or invention? If so, Invention Submission Corporation has information to help you get started. ISC is America's largest inventor service firm. Call now and learn how to submit your idea to companies through ISC's databank and apply for a patent. Even if your idea is just to improve an existing product, call for ISC's free information.
For your inventor's information, call 1-800-652-0101.
The Dave Mirra BMX Super Tour is brought to you by Slim Jim. Need a little excitement? Snap into a beefy, spicy Slim Jim. And by 1-800-CALL-ATT for collect calls.
Oh, this is paintball war.
But what's crazy about this tour is I never know what's gonna happen. I never know when I'm gonna take on a challenge or just some fun that I've never ever, been involved with. It was the wind tunnel and the wakeboarding segment on the first leg, in the Slim Jim factory in Randy Macho Man Savage. And then on the second part of the tour, I got to play some paintball, which is something that everybody wants to do.
It fits into the whole theme of all the lifestyle events we've done because we did the fake boarding, we did the fake sky surfing, and now we're playing fake, war.
Say hello to my little friend!
Go. I've never played in that situation with just the obstacles. We played in the woods.
It was a way different course than I'd even imagined. Like, it had all these big old air balloons that you can hide. I thought we were gonna be kind of the same thing, like in bushes or whatever, just in groups. We were still in groups, but it was just a weird course with balloons and stuff to hide behind. It was still fun, like it was awesome.
I'm long gone. Did you shoot me? Somebody was shooting me from back there. The gist of it was we all got out in the field and stood and shot at each other, and they are kind of painful. They didn't hurt as bad as they had hyped it up to hurt until the very end when somebody cheap shotted me. I went the whole 3 games without getting worked that bad, and at the end, somebody either on my own team or maybe Chrisman, because I kind of cheap shotted him on the way out and played it off. I don't know if I didn't think he knew, but somebody fired a few at me there at the end, and that wasn't too pleasant, but I guess it made it an experience that I'll remember that way.
We were all kind of unexperienced, so we were kind of just running around real quick, and guys are just getting nailed. You just run up on someone and just nail them 5 or 6 times.
So I just get out and sneak back in and start firing on somebody that, from behind, and we just kind of went a little bit crazy on it.
I might go on a suicide mission.
Say hello to my little friend!
Attention honorably discharged U.S. veterans and spouses and widows between the ages of 50 and 79. Many veterans and their families have received this notice advising them of eligibility for term life insurance benefits. If you did not receive one, you may not be aware you could qualify to apply for life insurance coverage from Veterans Life Insurance Company. If you're a U.S. veteran age 50 to 79 or the spouse or widow of a veteran, you can still apply for $5,000 or $10,000 of supplemental life insurance exclusively at vets-only rates. Call this number now to request your no-cost, no-obligation benefit eligibility statement from Veterans Life, with the rate for your age and steps you must take to apply. You'll also receive a Veterans Burial Benefits Update that explains government benefits you're entitled to. This life insurance benefit for veterans ages 50 to 79 is not automatic. Call now to request information.
Veterans only. Call 1-800-652-0101.
Tonight on ESPN, a preview of Pardon the Interruption. Then it's Wednesday Night Hockey with the Stars Blues, followed by Sports Center and Baseball Tonight. On ESPN2, RPM Tonight at 6, followed by NFL Tonight, and later a documentary on one of the longest NFL games ever played. And on ESPN Classic, SportsCentury profiles Hank Greenberg. Then SportsCenter looks back on the top stories of the 80s. Later, a profile of Dan Gable. And catch the new 24-hour ESPN News.
It is just really neat, kids just love Dave. They're holding up Brian Nyquist posters or whatever, some Miracle Boy posters, it was exciting to actually walk off a bus and kids actually know your name and have your picture open, ready to sign for you and stuff like that. It was a pretty cool thing.
We showed up in Escondido, and I'd been there twice. I knew the ramp setup was real slick. And, I kept trying to tell the riders, man, you guys don't understand. The ramps are slick. The decks are metal. The face of the ramps, the transitions are metal. And then they showed up, and they really found out how slick it was.
Can't you see me falling down another day?
There were a few unique things. There are a lot of hips at the Escondido Park, which are pretty cool. And, we did see some pretty good tricks. Mike Prenny and Dave Volker joined in, and they're two guys that frequent the park. Mike actually lives right by the skate park.
Prenny has that place wired. He's one of the locals, so he knows every line in and out. Volker can just basically do what he wants, so it's always amazing to watch him ride.
Of course, Volker, we go way back together, so anytime I get to ride with him, it's cool. He's got flip fake, he's so dialed, like better than anybody else. Just hold a perfect whip fakie and then the Bubaka on the railing.
Bruce was just in and out of every little line.
I'm pretty much into doing lines, you know, trying to hit trick after trick or whatever, you know, trying to perfect line stuff, and that's pretty much what I stuck to in that course as well. I really enjoy watching skate videos, actually more than bike videos. There's something about it I love, and that's where I've adapted really my style, I guess, you know, is trying to ride like a skater, if you can understand that. Yeah, that's where lines comes in.
Larry did a Barcelona Fufanu on the rails. First time he had it, pulled in perfect, but just the metal, you know, it's slippery, so he just slid out of it, but he got it.
I knew the ramp setup was real slick. It's so slippery.
So insanely slick.
Ramp's a little slippery. It's not Ryan's fault, really. Maybe a little bit.
Ryan was doing a too thick bar spin, which I see him do daily, like it's nothing. You know, it's just another bar spin for him. But just landing at the wrong, like slightest wrong angle, you're going down, and it just, that's how, you know, you come out of it, just, you don't come out full 90, you're at, you know, like 75. So he just washed out, in and out. So. But he finally got it. I know Dave doesn't really like all that slippery metal stuff, but he was definitely going at it, Fufanus, all kinds of just transfers or whatever, just riding it fast.
That's the wrong way. When you switch, that means reverse. Switch.
Dr. Kravitz?
Let's lose that appendix.
Mother, I'm home. I'm a big spicy butterfly. I gotta get out of here.
Never do it, Slim Jim.
Eat me.
I've always loved working on computers, and in the Army, that's what I do.
If you never thought about the U.S. Army or Army Reserve, think about this. There are 212 ways for you to become a soldier and work at a job you'll love. Call for this free video to find out which job is right for you. And if you call 1-800-645-ARMY right now, you'll also receive a free Army t-shirt with your video. Discover the 212 ways you can be an Army of One.
Cal Ripken. If you missed his Sports Century profile the first time,
He's always trying to get the edge.
catch the encore presentation on ESPN Classic. He changed the game
Cal set the standard for big shortstops.
by showing up every day.
It wasn't that Cal Ripken didn't get hurt. He was hurt all the time.
Cal Ripken, Sports Century, the top 50 and beyond, 8 Eastern Friday on ESPN Classic. To get ESPN Classic, call 1-800-CLASSIC today.
Vert turned out to be good. The crowd was great.
We just headed over to the vert ramp. There was definitely some big stuff that went down. Everybody pulled something good, at least 1 or 2 good things on the vert ramp. I pulled a really clean flare and decided to do an Abubakar out of it. That was kind of strange. Abubakar was just really steep though, and I thought I was going to slam. It was like I rolled down on the back wheel a little ways before I came out of it, but I lived to tell about it.
Laird pulled a flare. You can do it.
All right, everybody, let's get behind Mike Laird. He's got something in mind here. He's going to go for something.
Yeah, Mike.
He's going to work it on the vert ramp.
Nikos pulled his tricks.
King of the house.
I tried a flare too and ended up getting another flat. I think that's my theme for this trip is flat tires.
Oh, yo, flat. Let's give it up one more. Oh, man. As soon as they took it to the vert ramp, especially Dave, was just like out for revenge on the skate park.
He did a double bar spin that scared everybody to death, but he pulled it, typical Mirra style.
He was blasting the vert ramp as high as he could, and you could tell he was setting up for something big, and he took 2 or 3 runs to see how high he could really get, and then at the very highest air, he threw his corkscrew flare, and, you know, it's just amazing the way that guy rides. He just rides with so much power and strength and confidence, and just go as high as you can on vert and send one of those corkscrew flares. It was unbelievable.
Give it up for ESPN television up there on the deck. What do you say, Escondido?
It turned out pretty good. I think that was definitely the highlight of the whole demo was the vert.
You like the demo? What was your favorite part? Rob's tail whip attempt or
You know, we get done with the demo, roll over, you know, start sitting down, everybody gathers around, and then, geez, like 4 hours later, it seems like we're done. You know, it's crazy, but it's cool too to know that many people want us to sign their stuff or a piece of paper.
Rob and I went out to please our bodies and our health and our bikes as well. So we find some 180 curbs or whatever. We ended up pulling up to a nice car lot. We found some handrails in front. Rob was so awesome. He ended up doing this 180, the 6 stair, like they're both 6 set stairs or whatever. He ended up doing a 180 and then roll back to half cab the other 6 stairs. It's just amazing. Like definitely one of the few people that actually nailed those tricks right off, you know, like flawless like he did. I ended up trying like a handrail to 180 rail and the thing was so flimsy actually like I ended up breaking it almost off. And we saw this kinked handrail earlier on in the night. Just imagine, like, if there was no tree there, like, definitely, like, hop on the thing, no problem, you know? But the whole time I was imagining, okay, roll it to handrail, no problem, I got this, no problem. But I couldn't help but think, swords to the throat, swords to the throat. Every time, you know? Rope, swords to the throat, swords to the throat. I couldn't help it, okay? It was a very, very dangerous thing. Anyway, after 50 tries or whatever like that, I ended up hopping on it, and getting halfway down, throwing my bike, toppling, barely missing the camera guy, you know? That ruined my night right there. I felt like an idiot and ruined my bike and ruined the night overall. I felt that way. There's tomorrow, yeah, but still, I felt bad.
My summer tour was a learning experience. 20 cities in 29 days. I got to do so many things I've never done before. I even learned how to wakeboard. I'm gonna get this. Well, that didn't go too well. And while I never really mastered wakeboarding, I learned that it's easy to make a collect call with 1-800-CALLATT to save big bucks while keeping in touch with friends. Just dial down the center!
This notebook is bound to raise a few eyebrows. It's got a laser-sharp screen, hot swappable drives you can switch on the fly, a lightning-fast Intel Pentium preprocessor, and the power to turn heads. Envious? Why? For just $13.79, we can build one for you. The Compact Presario 1700T. Call 1-888-271-1020 to buy now and double your memory for free. Plus, get a free upgrade to a 2-year limited warranty.
We stopped at Haro, and it was kind of cool. They had like a little kind of like buffet Mexican lunch thing kind of set up, and we kind of hung out there and did the tour.
Tony!
Hey, what's going on, Dave?
How's it going?
Doing good. What's
Good.
going on?
Hanging out, man. We wanna bring the crew here by to see him Haro bikes.
Let's go do it.
We should definitely not forget to start with the Bob Haro photo.
Yeah,
here.
look at that. That's nostalgia. Anyone discover what year that was in? Was it
Inventor.
82, 81?
We're saying 82. That's the inventor of freestyle, guys. So everybody just kind of say something in your head. Let's have it silent. Okay. Let's go.
All right. This is the warehouse.
If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't even be here right now. Is that crazy?
We're gonna go through the warehouse here.
Checked out the bikes. They had some new 2001 bikes we got to ride on and play on, basically. Dave started bringing out some flatland tricks on the 16-inch bike.
Then the real fun began in the warehouse.
Dave and Ryan had the championships of bike laps around Haro Warehouse.
We had raced in New Zealand previously, and he had beat me. I don't know. I'm not gonna, mention anything about that. But we decided to have a rematch in the warehouse on the little 16-inch bikes. I was fast that day. I was snapping out of the gate, pimping in the turns, pulling on straightaways. Couldn't be touched. Couldn't be touched. I was flawless. I couldn't be touched really that day. And I wanted it and I took it.
Well, Tone, thanks for the tour. We saw everything. We got worked. The 16-inch bike race there was got smoked, man. I think I put it in the box of bikes.
Yeah, you did. I think it was broken. I'll have Pete get another sample. We'll send those
Look
ones
at that.
out
I
to
feel
you.
like I just got done riding a contest.
Hey, it looks like you did. Well, thanks for coming by.
Cool. Yeah.
We'll see you next time.
Cool, thanks.
All right. No sweat.
See you later, Tony.
See you.
Dr. Kravitz?
Let's lose that appendix.
Mother, I'm home. I'm a Big Me Spicy Butterfly. I gotta get out of here.
Step into a Slim Jim.
Eat me.
The bow. Resistance becomes strength. Becomes power. The power to change and reshape your entire body. This is Bowflex, an entire gym-in-one easy-to-use machine. So powerful, it delivers over 60 health club quality exercises with up to 410 pounds of resistance in any room in your home. Strength training with Bowflex is so effective that we guarantee you'll get the results you want in 6 weeks or less. One simple workout. 20 minutes a day, 3 days a week. Bowflex is real. The results are real. And you can own one with no money down and payments as low as $33 per month. Call right now for a free video and brochure. Bowflex, the power is yours.
Discover the amazing training secrets of America's finest baseball school in an exciting instructional video. Baseball World's Defensive Drills video features professional scout and instructor Tommy Mansky and the same techniques that produced his back-to-back-to-back AAU national championship teams. Collegiate Baseball Magazine's editor calls it a masterpiece, the best drill video ever produced. This video is endorsed by top professionals like superstar Fred McGriff.
This is the instructional video that gets results.
The Defensive Drills video benefits players of all ages and ability levels and makes a great gift too, so call now.
Actually, we're splitting up. A lot of guys are going to Mission Valley Skate Park down in San Diego, and then another few are going up to wakeboard over on some lagoon here off of the Fives.
We've broken off our own little faction of the tour, if you will. We're gonna live on the road. See, Laird, he's the head gypsy. Hey, Laird. He's the head gypsy. He'll be heading this whole thing up. We've got a vehicle that's rented under somebody else's name. We're just gonna go do our own tour. It's a hardcore tour, and we do nothing but ride the whole time. We're headed east.
San Diego, the Mission Valley, YMCA Mission Valley Park. They got crappy box jump, pretty good spine mini, various other small obstacles that we're just gonna play on today.
We were there at Mission Valley about a month ago, and I seen a wall ride opportunity there. I pictured in my head someone would just go straight through the back of the vert ramp there, because just the way the boards are set up, it just looked weak. It almost looked like particle boards, so I didn't want to eye it up too much just in case I get the feeling of wanting to try it. And went there today, and you know, Mike Laird was asking about anyone who'd done it, and Mike Branny said, you know, hadn't heard of anyone doing it, so you know, Mike was pretty keen to check it out. He took one go at it, and he just aired too high pretty much, like just lofted it instead of pretty much pushing through the lip to get the bounce from the wall, you know, and crashed the first time, but you know, I knew he could do it, so you know, the wall held up fine. He didn't go through it like I pictured.
The wall, if you land up on the ribs and ride the ribs, you know what I mean? Like, brrr, but that's the only way you can really get in that far.
If I just suck it up better, well, because I floated.
You felt it, yeah. I mean, that's just what I thought.
I floated it and I landed with nothing come back off.
Yeah, I know that feeling. You're like doing an air, man.
Yeah, it was just
You stick everything out hoping you could push off it all. That's awesome. I've been looking at it forever.
So he you know, he went and fixed his bike, got straight back up, fired it out.
That was rad. I know he's not gonna leave it at that though. He hung back wheel and he made it look easy that time, so. My money says he goes for another one.
That was good to see. You know, Volker said that he'd been eyeing that up since day one, so you know, Laird just pretty much showed up Volker, which if I was Laird, I'd be pretty stoked on doing, you know, because Dave Volker's a big man at the Mission Valley Park.
It was scary going that fast to that wall.
Looked like you had to push that one again, huh?
I'm stoked I did it. I got hung up the first time a little bit. I wanted to try to clear it. And I hung up again, but not as bad, but...
Were you still floating on the outside of it?
I had to push into it. I had completely, I compressed and I pulled as hard as I could pull, and I still barely hung up.
Wow.
But I'll take it. I'm not complaining one single bit.
No, that's big. That's a lot of deck to cover. Right on, right on.
I thought, Mike did something good today.
I'm stoked now.
Okay, we're here at DC Shoes, coming to check it out and meet everybody and check out the place. How you doing? Good. Coming to the bigwig's office, Ken Block. Let's see what he's doing.
Dave Mirra!
There he is. What's up, Ken?
All right.
How you doing?
Good, chilling.
Thought you guys would be up here sleeping or something.
Trying to figure out how big to make your necklace.
So what's going on? You guys gonna show us around?
Yeah, we're gonna show you around. We want to hear about your tour first. How's it going?
It's sick. I mean, the kids are just amazing. So.
We got some new colors in your shoe, and Dave, we gotta go check them out. They're looking pretty hot.
Are they pretty hot? Are they better than your shoe?
No, they're a copy of my shoe, but they're good.
Good. I figure, let you guys innovate, and I'll just feed off of you guys. That's awesome. So let's go see it. Cool.
I'm Cameron Bren, Media Marketing Assistant for DC Shoes. I'm going to take you on a tour now of the DC facility and show you where everything happens. This is the sewing room.
It was interesting. Got to see how the whole production line is done. Dave Mirra's signature shoes and future signature shoes as well. It is pretty neat, actually.
The tongue is still going to get more beefed up.
Yeah.
And then this right here should be a little thicker too. Okay.
All right, Dave. So you're liking these, but this if it's black.
I'm liking
maybe a little different highlight.
Yeah.
We'll try and run at these three and then go from there. Cool.
Yeah. Sounds good to me. Colin. Just keep it smooth.
Tour 2001. Getting on the bus. I'm on the bus. Yeah.
This is the end of the DC tour. Behind the scenes from DC Shoes.
That was it. Thanks for coming in.
Oh, cool. Well, you guys, see you later, Colin.
Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, definitely, Danny.
Thanks for coming. Ride hard, ride fast.
I wish I would have had more time to spend with you.
I'm gonna go wakeboard.
Be well. Have fun on the lake. We'll be here in the warehouse.
I know, right?
Pack boxes for you.
Okay. Yeah.
See you guys later.
Every day, Ameridebt helps more people with money problems. People like Tom Baker.
My credit card debt was outrageous. Then I called Ameridebt. They contacted my creditors and got my payments almost cut in half. Now I have only one small monthly bill.
Ameridebt is a nonprofit organization that offers free consultations to consumers seeking to eliminate their debt. People like the Shaws.
Every month I pay our credit card bills, but the balances never seem to get smaller.
Ameridebt got our interest rates reduced, and now the balances are dropping dramatically.
And what's even more amazing is our payments are less than before.
Just call this number, and regardless of your credit, in minutes you can join the thousands of people who have turned their financial lives around. People like Maria Rinaldi.
Before I called Ameridebt, the creditors were calling every day. I thought bankruptcy was the only way out. Now I'm debt-free, and my credit rating has been restored.
Call 1-800-233-0500. Ameridebt, helping America get out of debt.
Hey, Bob, why don't we hang out inside the museum?
Skate where there are no limits. Introducing ESPN X Games Skateboarding for PlayStation 2. With mind-blowing fantasy levels, plus authentic X Games competition with 8 pro skaters and over 40 intense tricks. Skateboarding as you know it is now extinct. Rated E for everyone.
We got out there and I just kind of started slow. Like, I know my goal for the day was basically just to jump the wake of the boat. And I took a couple hard slams.
Yeah, the trick is to stay up. not go down. So that's the trick I'm gonna try.
I think Dave took a lot of hard slams, though.
Dave took some hard spills. I saw him hit his face, and then I spilled real hard. I think my jaw's out of socket still from that, but
every once in a while I'd catch over and see him in the air, and then just landing on his head, on his back, just taking some serious slams. So
the boats were fast. I've never seen speakers on a boat before out in the water, but they had really nice boats.
I don't know, I took one run and stayed out there for a little while, just kind of working my way up to jump in the wake.
I'm not ready for that advanced stuff quite yet. I'm gonna just take it a little slow, really.
Go straight into it and just jump as far as I can, and ended up cleaning a wake and was super psyched. Like, did it 3 times in a row, and then went for a grab and pulled that. So it was a pretty good day for me, because I ended the day on a good note and got out of the boat, and we went back to the hotel and just chilled. So I was definitely psyched.
I got worked. I seriously am over wakeboarding. You're probably not going to see another show of me wakeboarding. We showed up in Paris, and Lake Paris. We first went to the desert truck kind of track there they had set up. They had a truck we could kind of warm up in, before we get to ride in the actual desert truck. Oh, this is pretty sick. We're just in the warm-up truck right now. Wait till we get into the real one. That was good, but we're gonna get into the real one and go a little bit bigger. This is pretty crazy. Duke's a hazard right here. Got all worried, like, oh man, I just wrecked this truck and I gotta give it back at the end of the day and all that, but that was fun for a little while. Then they, Tess had a TTR 125, and that thing was a blast. I just started messing around and kind of taking a little bit of air at a time, kind of getting used to it, but it was like a little toy motorcycle, so it was fun. The motorcycle was a lot of fun. Then we ended up going over to the shifter carts. Cool. And they gave us a whole lesson on how to drive and what you should do and what you shouldn't do.
What I want you to do is I'd like for you greatly to just go out there, put the gun down again, step away from the ledge, and learn how to go through. The main thing is RPM down, get to know your shifting, and love one another.
Did I miss anything important? This hasn't been thought through very much in depth before we hopped out of here. I've been given 0 instruction. How do you start these bad boys?
All booty.
See Mr. Shipley? I was wondering, to even the playing field a little, should I stay in the slower car? Wasn't bad. Even had recovered from a couple of those reverts. I went for the slide to revert to rollback. That was good. Just wanted to make sure I was the first guy to cross that line. And in the end, I accomplished my goal.
Gee, what's wrong with you? You don't count lap times? Hey, good.
Did you see me run? I won that chance!
These things are insane, They're the fastest go-karts I've ever been on, and it was awesome. It was on.
This is it? I win that, and there's no champagne, no flowers.
This is Dave Mirra. Leave a message.
Yeah, Mirra, you ain't nothing, man. I'm playing your video game and I just smacked you something silly, yo. You got tricks? I know your tricks. You think you can reach a higher level? You ain't got the spleen to take me. You ride tough parks? Wait till you break off a piece of what I'm building. You hear me, Mirra? You better cash in one of those miracles, boy, because I'm coming over and I'm gonna kick your... Dave Mirra Freestyle BMX 2, rated T for teen, from Acclaim Max Sports. Aight?
If your hair is thinning, call 1-800-HAIR-CLUB now for this free booklet. The Hair Loss Resource Center, giving you the information you need to make an educated decision on hair loss. Whether you're just starting to thin or experiencing advanced hair loss, Hair Club has an option that's right for you. Hair Club, the answers you've been waiting for.
Featherweight fight. Juan Manuel Marquez versus Johnny Walker. Friday night fights, 9 p.m. Friday on ESPN2.
Tony Kornheiser, Michael Wilbon.
We're fat, we're bald, we're old, we're white. And one of us is blind.
Pardon the Interruption, 5:30 p.m. Eastern, weekdays on ESPN. Special preview tonight at 7:30.
It's not pretty.
When Dave and the rest of the Super Tour need to make a collect call, they dial 1-800-CALLATT. And you should too.
Paris, California, Dave Mirra, round 2 shows, dirt first, street second. We're heading down the road right now. Look at the crowd, they're going wild.
Yeah, rolling up to Lake Paris is pretty awesome. The crowd wasn't as big as some of the other crowds in the past, but they were just as amped, and it's really cool. Just no matter how many people are there, you know, it's just rad to see them psyched at what we're doing. Definitely a lot of hardcore fans there.
The other stuff. Oh, it was good. Like Escondido was slippery, but it was really, really cool. So, but I don't know. I'm gonna let you guys handle dirt, I think.
We're at Lake Paris Park, and I'm not sure if that's the official name, but let me tell you something. They got quite a setup out here. Dirt jumps, foam pit, about 3 different street courses, and pretty small crowd, but I think the guys are just gonna have a good time sessioning.
Jumps are really fast today, like, gotta slow down. I'm gonna try on 360 though. On the second set, uh-oh.
From the ground up, we round up. Used to get pound up, wound up, puffed up. Tell them all what's up. Tough luck, ran them up. Open up a can of suck. You must have had a 12 pack. That's why you got held. From the ground up. 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 From the ground up.
The dirt there is actually really good. They got a lot of pros that ride there all the time, so they're well kept, and they got it rolling for speed and transfer lines. So it's pretty much got everything, and the jumps are definitely decent sized to pull, you know, all the big tricks over. So it was good. It was a lot of fun.
Rob Darden got the place wired. He was 3-whipping. He was doing some double whips on the last set.
I want to double whip the last one.
Dang, dog. Nice step-up style jump, so you could pretty much do anything you wanted to.
Can you hear that? Sir Rob.
For what?
Double tailor, dude. He did double tail. It's like something like this for him. Hey, I'm gonna try triple trucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guys put on a nice little dirt demo. McKay took a really hard crash. It was crazy. No for the can. He went to go bring his legs back, hooked the frame. Didn't even bother trying to pitch the bike, just pretty much went down with the shit and took it all on his shoulder.
Just hurts a lot, man. It hurts to yank up on my handlebars. Just kind of pulled all the muscles, that's what I did. Just started to get real comfortable. And just no footed can the last set, like as good as I could. And just
kicked my seat when I was coming back on the bike. We were actually talking about this last night because someone said I have long legs. Like, is it hard for me to do? Nobody cans. I said I've only ever hit my seat once or twice in my whole life. And seriously, I hit my seat today. And it's karma, I think, coming straight back at me.
I saw some dope tricks getting thrown out. Nyquist, you know, what can you say? That guy rules with dirt jumps. He was doing real good, too.
Another thing I did that was pretty cool, I've been doing a little bit, is the nothing no for the can-cans. And it's just a rad feeling trick because your whole body's off to the side while you're not even touching the bike. So it's a rad feeling and it's a rad trick because when you do it good, it's awesome.
Total redemption right there, total redemption.
We're with such an impressive group of riders that, you know, you never know what's going to happen at a demo. You never know when you're going to see a trick for the first time ever. You never know when you're going to see something that's groundbreaking that's going to push the sport one more notch.
Dr. Kravitz?
Let's lose that appendix.
Mother, I'm home. I'm a big spicy butterfly. I gotta get out of here.
Never do a Slim Jim.
Eat me.
My summer tour was a learning experience. 20 cities in 29 days. I got to do so many things I've never done before. I even learned how to wakeboard. I'm gonna get this. Well, that didn't go too well. And while I never really mastered wakeboarding, I learned that it's easy to make a collect call with 1-800-CALLATT to save big bucks while keeping in touch with friends.
Just dial down the center!
To us, it's college football. But to the people of Texas A&M, it's a way of life.
So you want to play quarterback, huh?
Their stories, their lives. Sidelines, Thursday nights at midnight Eastern, 9 Pacific on ESPN.
The Dave Mirra BMX Super Tour is brought to you by DC Shoes. And by Slim Jim. Need a little excitement? Snap into a beefy, spicy Slim Jim.
The course ruled, a really, really big course.
It's such a great variety. All the ramps are very well built. They just had a contest there. I know the guys are really stoked. In fact, could very well be the best park that we end up going to.
A lot of the stuff they had there, I love sub railings, and this is the first time I had a chance to ride a double coping one. So I was pretty psyched about doing the Fufanut ice pick transfer over on the nose wheelie to fakie on it. I still want to build one that's like 24 feet wide so you could ride it just like a spine ramp, but it'd be a double coping sub. big, riding session.
With a smaller crowd, sometimes it feels like you can just go out there and float around and get warmed up, and that's usually when you're having fun and then you want to do the bigger stuff. So it was kind of cool in a way because the people that did cheer were there because they rode bikes and they respected it.
It's a manual line though. It's up that wedge and around and then down over here.
Bruce was trying to line pretty much until the crowd was gone out of the whole demo. He was jumping off the 6-foot hip, manualing the 8-foot quarter, then kind of going around the corner where we were all sitting waiting to jump the box jump, and then there was a handrail going down the drop-in ledge. So basically he was doing a huge manual around the corner and then trying to grind the rail. And I know he tried it a bunch of times. Most of them were just kind of run-ups and stops because to hop on a rail from the manual was pretty difficult. And I think he was like, got on there a couple times, fell over, and then finally pulled it, like, after pretty much the whole crowd was gone, which was cool.
The biggest trick of the demo was definitely Dave Fufunu that back rail. I asked him afterwards if he looked what was on the back side, and he's like, no, I didn't look back there. I sized it up earlier that day because I was thinking about trying an Abubaca on it, and there was like maybe a 5 or 6 foot tall chain link fence. There's a 14-foot drop to the ground, and about 5 or 6 feet above the ground was the top of a chain link fence that had you just got, torn to pieces had you fallen off the back of that.
I'm gonna try to Fufunu the Slim Jim banner.
It's one of those things, it's one of those tricks you just gotta commit to, but the person that really does commit to it, deserves all the glory on that one.
It actually worked out really well, and I think everybody did something big that they were proud of at that demo.
Damn, I live in the dead of night, on 4 wheels of rolling dynamite, running red hot on a midnight curve. Catch me now if you got the nerve. Hell-bent I ride, angel by my side, blow devil wind, 'cause I won't be back again. No, I won't be back again. Fireball flames in the X-ray heat, 99 down a dead-end street. Tattooed knuckles don't spell his fate. One said love and the other hate. Hell-bent I ride, angel by my side, blow devil wind, 'cause I won't be back again. No, I won't be back again.
Bye. Take care.
It was definitely a good demo. A lot of great people there, and I think that was one of the biggest ones in California.
Well, this has been a pretty enjoyable tour. I'm really looking forward to the rest of it, though. I love San Francisco. Next to New York City, that's my favorite place to street ride. And I think most of us plan to ride all night, so that's going to be a good time. We'll go up and mooch some free food at Brian's house, which means we get to pocket more of the per diem, which means people are going to have more money for me to win from them at 7-card stud. So it's shaping up to be a good next few days.